don't you ask him? Oh, but... Don't worry. I won't try.
At least we now know where the emergency... Let's go talk to... what are you doing?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said...
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own...
Strange. Is that... I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've... Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant. This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching... What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed before he passed away, and said to me...
Hey! If you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hill. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue? Somehow those two words seem to explain taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased... The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately... And the irony of all of it is... I somehow still... I'm incapable of being a good person. Yet I'm equally unable to be bad.
Yet another trouble. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission... In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is a Fortunately for us, you don't have it. Let's go find the next...
Try and stop me!
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to... Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be... Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought...
Maybe, but... Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him.
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain...
Hey there! Did some...
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got...
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're... Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any... I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over. And Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So we've asked the Shrine Maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. The exorcism will take place this evening.
So, losing your vision can cause...
Shh. So you decided to come just now, when Nanako was attending to him. She heard him whispering when she asked him who the people were. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking, all the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be one of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's, his senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago, and he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the Shrine Maidens managed to subdue him, so the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up...
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? We won't let them get away with it! Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha!
How? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? Unless...
Excuse me? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts?
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know...
His senior?
Anzai? Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master. Studying Meikyo, I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable. Practitioners of Meikyo Shisui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception, but Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever... I thought so too at the time. But Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business.
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Meikyo Shisui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down though, I still respected his So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. Okay, you've heard my story.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us.
What? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant but spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not, and all is certainly not lost. For I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest.
Lady Yai? Is that...
the head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask...
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai?
No, that's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact. Anyway, you should, given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei. We, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui...
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the... Do you think that's Lady Yai? Oh, no wonder Also, is it just Paimon? It was probably nothing.
Keep away. I gave up the art of the sword. Please.
As you can see, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Yai, it must be this is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But... then...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yae, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as—
Lady Yae, I'm not—
The path of the swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companion. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters. To focus. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei.
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that on? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Anzai, why are there two of you? Is that... You're here for revenge, aren't you?
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped, but that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that.
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from... If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the... I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know, I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of...
Nanako's far from the only one.
Goodness.
You see? You can place the... Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, you are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to mind.
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for this. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be... But as your sensei, I shall commit to him. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me.
ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf.
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, the wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Yi, she seems super mysterious. We can come back to it another time. Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Oh, wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant?
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty thunder's roar, lightning's flash, the wind's assault, and the rain's descent. All these things take place with no but I believe that surely you understand what they must. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider. You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were...
See? I told you she wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my... Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could...
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Gotta keep a bit.
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted.
Makes sense.
In any case, we can talk freely here. The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, it was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity. The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt...
How can they be like that?
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an...
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to say a little more about Sangonomiya. Historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Naruka, but I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement. Of course! We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshuka, they invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt Decree.
Ooh, Paimon!
Oh? What would you like?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already...
So...
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine art. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who is providing us with counterfeit visions, has
Darn! So they...
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging down the reputation of the entire Kamisato clan should we be caught. That would only serve to cast suspicion on any future activity we might seek to attempt. By no means do we. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Naganohara family. There, you...
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with... If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the vision... Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision.
So this is the Vision Hunt Decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch... Psst! Huh? There's someone... Come on! This way! What's going on? Shh! Quiet! Hey! This isn't right, you know! Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back... Huh? Hey! Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right.
Wise.
What should we do now? He's already given up his this is your fault!
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on Miss Yoimiya.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know. Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Great to meet ya.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that his handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! But if I just march straight in there by myself, I'd probably get So, what about if I join?
Sure! Welcome to the team! Ayaka told us to go look for...
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source!
Not bad, huh?
What time to...
Full throttle!
Now that we're inside, this...
Come on, this way. I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. We should split up. I've got a little present to...
you sure?
Yes, you...
Try and stop me!
Talk about a big door! It seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
I'm going in! Full throttle! Incinerate! Yeah! Yeah! Let's light it up!
I've been bested.
Who goes there?
Try and stop me!
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. This guy's a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Teach me a lesson.
Get them!
Bring it! Teamwork is
Watch your
dreamwork!
step.
Punishment! Crash from the sky!
I've lost. Train harder.
Rev the engines!
Sagatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Teach me a lesson. I dare!
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Show me what you've got! I need to train harder.
Be Master Masakatsu.
Did you really think that little trick of yours...
Locking you up was just the...
Oh no! Those Tenryou Commission brutes are...
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
I can't bear to watch. If anything happens to Master Masakatsu, our whole plan...
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson.
Huh? That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryou Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Oh, Paimon sure wouldn't want to get on her back.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master Masakatsu.
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the...
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to... Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for...
Fire!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly proud of this batch. I decided...
Yoimiya,
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear!
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, that was awful.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! Oh.
Yes. Leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well... You can bet we'll do all we can to keep that from happening.
Leave this place.
Yes.
Master Masakatsu,
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary with...
thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated. I'll treat you too.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujosara. Do you think she was making up? It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryou Commission. Though Paimon would never agree with their actions in the... How about we go tell Ayaka and the other...
Rev the engines!
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps...
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo-Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. She obeys. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was so willing to, if our true motives were ever divulged, she would act...
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an We are now one step closer to victory. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we
Indeed. Things may have turned out very different, but if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, there is still... It is time we make ready our next...
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued Master Masakatsu, but our list of allies... yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryou Commission busy with preparations, we should have a little more breathing room than usual.
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Toma, What would you...
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot... Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently.
A hot pot game? What's that?
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the... Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient. Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a...
You really do want to play. Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to get... Ooh! Paimon proposes we gather raging demon-level Joyun chilies! This is already shaping up to be...
Oh, my stomach! It feels like Yoimiya's fireworks are going off inside me.
Who would have guessed that Toma would be the winner? He ate practically all those weird ingredients with...
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon, flash-boiled dango. Hold up, my life is starting to flash before my eyes.
You've only got yourself to blame, Toma. All those strange things...
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the trick boiling cakes in hot pot... Ugh.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest...
Uh-oh, I'm definitely...
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else.
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the God of Hot Pot's blessing. Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I think my luck has already taken a turn for the better. So without further ado, I hereby declare that the winner of
Oh, bruh.
Good effort, team. Another important...
Yes. If the Tenryo Commission truly is as busy with preparations as Toma claims, then some rest would be a welcome change of pace. And with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll reconvene at the Komori Tea House and discuss our next operation. Downtime is hard to come by these days, so be sure to make the most of it. I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our ingredients.
There's gonna be a secret.
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows.
Bye, Toma. Seems we won't need to be visiting the Komori... Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, and I would like to but you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission or the Kami-sama.
Individual request?
Correct. This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, you are the only person I can... A few days ago, I was sorting through some old family... She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence. But what drew my attention was
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And although my mother and father passed away many years ago, both my brother and... So... I am very curious about this mysterious According to the notebook, their name is Tsubaki. This seems to have been someone very important to my mother.
Paimon thinks it sounds like a girl.
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want? Do you need us to find...
No. Her address is given in the notebook. We can head straight there. Please keep everything I have told. The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her together. But he is terribly busy at present, and on a more selfish note, I don't wish to involve anybody else from Inazuma in this matter. Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered person with a genuine concern for other people.
You can count on us! We've done greeting gifts before, so we should be...
Wonderful! In fact, I was hoping...
Oh, we don't mind. We don't mind...
Thank you kindly. Shall we head off then?
Alright, sounds...
Try something new at the One Mean Restaurant.
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
it.